So my name is Sarah Mackin, and I work for the Addictions Bureau at the Boston Public Health Commission. We're going to be talking about Narcan and overdose prevention today. Narcan or naloxone is a life-saving medication that can be administered nasally via a spray that can actually reverse the effects of an opiate overdose. So this is one full dose of Narcan. These are all the 3 pieces that come in each dose that we give out at the AHOPE, the Needle Exchange Program. And the way that you put this together is super simple. I'm going to take the applicator and I'm going to take these 2 yellow pieces off that you see here. So the first one and then 2. And you'll see that there's a tapered end here and an open end with a needle, and that will allow this applicator to access the medication. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this vial of medication and I'm going to pop off this cap. It'll be either red or purple, and I just grab it underneath. I put my fingernail underneath, pop it straight off, and then on the inside you can see a rubber grommet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 2 open ends together like this, really gently, and twist until I start to feel a resistance. Then I'm going to take the Atomizer, and this turns the liquid into a spray and allows the liquid to go up through the nose and enter through the mucosal membranes, and then enter and pop the opiates off of the receptors in the brain. So I'm going to take this Atomizer and twist it on the top like this. Now this is one full dose and it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and administer it in a spray, half up one nostril and then half up the other, the whole thing. How we train people to respond in case of an overdose is to first recognize the signs of an overdose. And there are really 3 fundamental things that we teach people to look for. Is one, we say look for blue lips and fingertips. The second thing that we teach people to look for is whether or not the person is responsive. If I, verbally ask someone, "Are you okay?" and they're not responding to me, my next step is to go physical. So I'm going to give them a shake, really gentle shake. If they're still not responding to me, the last and final way that I'm going to know if that person is overdosing or not is I'm going to do a sternum rub. So I'm going to bring my knuckles up like this on my hand, and I'm going to rub hard and fast on someone's sternum or on their breastbone or underneath the nose if you can't get to this area. If they're not responding to me when I'm doing that, I know that there's a problem. The third thing that we look for, and this is really the key around opiate overdoses, is respiration. So if the person is not breathing or has labored breathing or has a sound in the back of we call it the death gurgle in the back of someone's throat, it means that the body is actually struggling to get oxygen into their system. So we know that those 3 signs together, and we're sure that that person is starting to overdose. So with Narcan, the reason that we're able to give this out to folks who are either actively using or family members or people and loved ones of folks who are active drug users is that this medication has no adverse side effects. All it does is takes the opiates off of the brain receptors and allows the person to start breathing again. I don't have anything on my system right now except a lot of caffeine. Now, if I push this up my nose or administer this to myself, all I would get is a runny nose. There's no indication, there's no contraindications, there's no problems with administering Narcan.